The protection of African presidents and heads of state is often taken with utmost seriousness due to political instability, coup attempts, terrorism threats, and the symbolic importance of power. Many African leaders are protected by elite military units and intelligence services, often accompanied by presidential motorcade of armored vehicles, helicopters, and counter-assault teams. In today's video, therefore, we are going to cover the top 20 most protected heads of state in Africa. Number 20. Assimi Goita, Mali. Due to persistent threats from jihadist groups, coup attempts, and political unrest, the Malian president, Colonel Assimi Goita, normally travels under heavy security. Assimi Goita's security was significantly tightened after surviving an assassination attempt during prayers in Bamako in 2021. His protection is guaranteed by the Kati military camp and reinforced by the loyal special forces. Number 19. King Mswati III, Eswatini. King Mswati III is the last absolute monarch in the world and is one of the most protected heads of state in Africa due to his royal status. His security is ensured by the elite unit of the Eswatini Defense Forces, the Royal Eswatini Police, and specialized intelligence services. During public appearances, his motorcade is normally escorted by heavily armed guards, armored vehicles, and surveillance teams. Number 18. Abdelmajid Tebboune, Algeria. Due to Algeria's history of political instability, terrorism threats, and regional security challenges, President Abdelmajid Tebboune is one of the most heavily protected heads of state in North Africa. His security is normally ensured by the Directorate of Security and Presidential Protection, which is an elite unit under the authority of the military and intelligence services. Number 17. Alassane Ouattara, Ivory Coast. President Alassane Ouattara is one of the most protected presidents in West Africa due to the political tensions that have existed in Ivory Coast for decades. His security is provided by the Republican Guard, which is an elite unit of the Ivorian Armed Forces responsible for close protection and securing presidential residences, convoys, and official events. Number 16. Felix Tshisekedi, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Democratic Republic of the Congo is a country marked by political instability, armed groups, and regional tensions. As a result, the security of the president is often significantly beefed up, primarily by the Republican Guard, which is an elite and heavily armed unit loyal to the presidency. Number 15. Mamady Doumbouya, Guinea. President Mamady Doumbouya of Guinea normally travels with heavy security detail as he came to power through a military coup. The protection of the Guinean president is normally managed by the elite special forces that are loyal to him since he once commanded them. His motorcade is normally accompanied by heavily armed soldiers and armored vehicles with strict control of access points during public appearances. Number 14. John Dramani Mahama, Ghana. President John Dramani Mahama is protected by a well-structured security detail overseen by the Ghana Armed Forces and the Ghana Police Service, with the elite presidential guard as the core unit responsible for his close protection. His motorcade is normally heavily guarded with armored vehicles, motorcycle outriders, and rapid response units to ensure smooth and secure movements. Number 13. Bassirou Diomaye Faye, Senegal. The Senegalese president normally travels with a tight security, normally comprising of the Presidential Guard, which is an elite unit within the Senegalese Armed Forces, with close cooperation from the National Gendarmerie and the Police Service. The Presidential Guard, known for its discipline and loyalty, is heavily armed and trained to counter any threats, while intelligence services monitor potential threats. Number 12. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria travels with one of the heaviest security details in Africa, reflecting both Nigeria's size and security challenges such as the Boko Haram insurgents. The protection of the Nigerian president is guaranteed by the Presidential Guard Brigade and the Department of State Services in collaboration with the Nigerian Army, the police, and the specialized intelligence units. Number 11. Emmerson Mnangagwa, Zimbabwe. President Emmerson Mnangagwa is normally protected by an extensive and well-coordinated security detail reflecting his position as the Commander-in-Chief of the Zimbabwe Armed Forces. Security around President Mnangagwa is always beefed up due to past threats and assassination attempts, with heavily armed escorts, armored motorcades, and close protection officers maintaining 24-hour surveillance. Number 10. Denis Sassou Nguesso, Republic of the Congo. President Denis Sassou Nguesso of the Republic of the Congo is one of the most protected presidents in Africa, with this protection being overseen by the elite Presidential Guard, composed of well-trained military and intelligence units. The president is normally accompanied by close bodyguards, armored motorcades, and advanced surveillance systems to monitor potential threats. Number 9. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Uganda. President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is one of the most heavily protected presidents in Africa, with the security details overseen by the elite unit of the Uganda People's Defense Forces called the Special Forces Command. The unit is composed of well-trained military officers that are loyal to the president and follow his command to the latter. Museveni's convoy is always heavily armed, both locally and abroad, with escort vehicles, military trucks, and sometimes aerial surveillance. Number 8. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania. The protection of the Tanzanian president is normally overseen by the Tanzania Intelligence and Security Services and the elite unit of the Tanzania People's Defense Forces and the police force. She travels with a heavily guarded motorcade featuring armored vehicles, motorcycle outriders, and close protection officers trained in both defensive and offensive security tactics. In most cases, her close protection security is normally composed of female military officers due to her status as the first female president of Tanzania. Number 7. Ibrahim Traore, Burkina Faso. President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso travels with heavy security due to the country's volatile security situation marked by jihadist insurgencies and internal political threats. His security detail is composed of elite units from the Presidential Guard and loyal elements from the Burkinabe Armed Forces. He normally appears in public fully dressed in military attire to reflect his position as a former captain of the Burkinabe Special Forces. Number 6. William Ruto, Kenya. The Kenyan president moves with an elaborate and highly coordinated security managed by the Presidential Security Unit under the Administration Police, which operates in close collaboration with the Reke Squad, the National Intelligence Service, and the Kenya Defense Forces. His presidential motorcade is normally heavily guarded with armored vehicles, motorcycle outriders, and close protection officers equipped with advanced communication and surveillance systems. Number 5. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi of Egypt is one of the most protected presidents in Africa, with his security guaranteed by the elite units from the Republican Guard, military intelligence, and specialized counter-terrorism forces. While in transit, the president is normally accompanied by armored vehicles, outrider motorcycles, close protection officers, and surveillance systems. Number 4. Cyril Ramaphosa, South Africa. The South African president is normally protected by the Presidential Protection Service, which is a specialized unit of the South African Police Service responsible for guarding the head of state. While on movement, he is always accompanied by close bodyguards, advanced teams, an armored motorcade, and strict perimeter control. Ramaphosa's security is always maintained at very high level, ensuring his safety both at home and abroad. Number 3. Paul Kagame, Rwanda. President Paul Kagame is one of the longest-serving presidents in Africa, and as such, he is one of the most protected presidents in Africa. Being a former military officer, Paul Kagame has accumulated a group of highly trained special military officers who are loyal to him and provide maximum protection for him and his family. His protection is handled by members of the elite Republican Guard, which is a highly trained unit drawn from the Rwanda Defense Forces. Number 2. King Mohammed VI, Morocco. King Mohammed VI is one of the most protected heads of state in Africa, reflecting both his political significance and his role in Morocco's royal family. His personal security is guaranteed by the Royal Guard, which is an elite unit made of highly trained soldiers, intelligence officers, and close protection specialists who ensure his safety at all times. While on movement, he is normally accompanied by a motorcade of armored vehicles that are coordinated by the General Directorate for National Security and the Domestic Intelligence Service. Number 1. Paul Biya, Cameroon. And finally, topping the list of the top 20 most protected heads of state in Africa is President Paul Biya of Cameroon, who is the oldest head of state in the world at 92 years old. Biya's protection is overseen by the Presidential Guard, which is an elite unit of the Cameroonian Defense Forces trained to secure the president, his family, and presidential residences. The Presidential Guard works in close collaboration with the military intelligence, specialized police units, and the National Gendarmerie to ensure multiple layers of protection. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe as I bring you more information on the African continent, people, and culture.